just showing my tail, breaking the scale, cracking the frail, deliver the ball like a postman do mail. Touchdown, finna clown, dancing on the field. You know I got skills, and you know your boy Trill. Quarterback tied in, I'm running through them all, and I'm crushing they bones until they tumble and fall. Wild boy, pigskin, all in the ball. Diamonds on my numbers 'cause I love the ball. Championship ring, princess cut on the top, and I'm riding to the game in a big body drop. Cheerleaders on the side getting drunk for the team. The crowd yelling swanky, all-American dream. And when it come to playoffs, I'm the MVP. That's why Madden broke bread and recruited me.
If I was on offense, I would be a backer. But I'm on defense, so I am a tackler. First 17 victory we after. M-D-E, Jordan.
Watch me go for the hole, but I tuck your shirt in. Say flag football, these tackles really be hurting. Falling on this turf feels just like the street. You better not try no quarterback sneak. I might lose the Raiders or the Niners for sure. Brand new Madden 2004. I done shook the defense. The line looks spook. I bet you never seen a whole team get juked. 4th and 15, they done went straight berserk. We ain't punting the ball, we going for the first. These cleats feel tight, I think they too little. I'm handing up the ball and going straight up the middle. Federation on the field, y'all better go home. It's little TJ dancing in the end zone. We all in the huddle, y'all better listen. John Madden football in your video game system.
If I was on offense, I would be a backer. But I'm on defense, so I am a tackler. First 17 victory we after. M-D-E, Jordan.
We're up north for today's game in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The road to the Super Bowl is a long one, and the wild card marks the beginning of the journey. A victory in tonight's game propels the winner to next week's matchup in the NFC Divisional Championship as Sharks come into town to face the Packers. Welcome to another presentation of NFL football. Hi, everyone. I'm Al Michaels, and with me, as always, John Madden.
When you look at how good an offense is, it all starts with a quarterback. They can do a lot more things with this guy throwing the football for him. He can make the touch passes or just fire one of the old breadbasket if he has to.
Sharks have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with the football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. Coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
This is what football is all about.
Teams Teams are We're up north for today's game in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome to tonight's NFC Wildcard game. The playoffs have begun, and each of these teams have their sights set on a win. What a build-up leading up to this one as Sharks square off against the Packers. I'm Al Michaels with my partner John Madden here to bring you today's game.
This defense has been watching extra film all week because they're facing a dangerous duel, and it starts with this guy. He'll make throws that no other quarterback would ever think about making. You think the guy's covered? That's both. He fires one in between two defenders for a touchdown.
Sharks have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with the football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. Coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
And you can tell that defense is fired up and ready to go. I don't think we should keep them waiting any longer.
Now let's go to midfield for the game's coin toss. The playoffs are here, and we're ready to get this NFC wildcard game underway. And we go back to the game. Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 27 back to return.
He kicks it off.
Return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. Breaks free. Runs over the tackle.
Holding on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball at their own 10.
Set.
To the air on first down. Closing in. Throws it. Incomplete pass. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball at their own 10. Looking to run it here. It's a 3-yard gain. But John, it's Wildcard weekend, and I wouldn't be surprised to see at least one big upset.
You know, there's two different mentalities in these games. The guys who just barely made it in are just excited to be here, and they're playing loose. But the higher-seeded teams sometimes look beyond this week and see who they'll have to play in the divisional game. And that could lead to some big upsets.
Looking downfield, gets rid of it. He made that catch look easy.
That receiver has really good technique out there. He always catches it in front with his hands, then brings it into his body.
Changing the play now. Hand it off to the back. Number 2 picks up just enough. First down coming up after that run.
Follow your blocking on this run. When you see the lane open, just accelerate right through it.
10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
5th play of this drive. Pressure coming. He surveys the field with the pass. He hits his receiver, and he steps out of bounds at the 28.
Look here. He does 2 things perfectly on this play. 1, he watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch, and 2, he shows great awareness and gets both feet down in bounds. Hey, that's a nice-looking play.
Pressure, looking downfield, throwing, and it's caught. That little dump-off will move the chains.
I'll tell you, this guy is known as one of the most accurate quarterbacks around. And part of that is because he makes a lot of passes like these. They're almost like long handoffs.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Looking for a receiver, heaving it over the middle. He needs the catch, and he's brought down at the 25. That's 3 times in this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
Number 1, get set. Another run. Runs the ball.
Holding on the offense.
He got caught grabbing his jersey.
That was a blatant hold on that one. I guess the guy was kind of desperate, huh?
So it'll be 1st and long here after the penalty. The Packers come out in a nickel package. No pass on first down. He's looking, gets rid of it. With the adjustment, he has it. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
And it looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Dead ball. Let's start on the offense.
Number 69, moved early.
I think that guy forgot what the snap was.
It's 1st and goal. Ball on the 15-yard line. Drops back, gets the pass off. This one falls incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and goal. Ball on the 15-yard line. And this is the 10th play of this drive. He surveys the field, throwing. He's on the run. Great pass. He's taken down at the 3. He found a soft spot in the coverage, John.
The receiver did a great job reading the coverage. He found a hole in the zone, and the quarterback found him in that hole with the pass.
Hand it off to the back.
Watch how this defense comes up with a big stop. They're backed up in their own end zone trying to keep those guys off the board, and they make a play like that. That's a heck of a defensive play.
12th play of this drive. Under pressure. He's looking. Rolls left. He's scrambling around. With the pass. And he hits his target. You don't see too many teams going for it the first half of the game. So why the gamble there?
Hey, I don't know. I guess you get in the heat of the battle and you think, hey, these guys can't stop me. But then you get stopped and you give the other team a chance. If you hadn't got stopped on 3rd down, you wouldn't be on 4th down.
Hurdles the defender. The 30. He's finally brought down at the 37-yard line. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known.
Get in there, Lonzo!
Counter goes for a gain of about 3. 7 yards to go. Ball on their own 41. Melissa, what have you heard?
Good news, Al. The trainer said he did sustain an injury, but it doesn't appear to be anything serious. His return is probable.
Thanks, Melissa. Gets the pass off. Throwing on days like this is very difficult.
But then you have some guys who play their best football in these types of conditions. Both of these teams are going to have to make some adjustments out there if they're going to pass the ball effectively.
Dropping back, closing in with the throw, the 50, and he's stopped at the 48.
Watch it here. This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive. They were in a tough spot here, but this is a heck of a throw and catch to pick up that 1st down.
Eagle left. Set.
Hand it off. And that's a gain of about 8.
On the run, gain of 8 on the play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Set.
Stepping up. Great play in the backfield. Nowhere to go with it on that play.
Good coverage downfield had a lot to do with that play. The drop back and zone coverage, never giving the quarterback an option.
3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 43-yard line. 7th play of this drive. Drops back with the pass. Thrown behind but caught.
Now this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Inside enemy territory.
Here come the heat.
Pressure coming. Slings it to the outside. On the money. And they beat the blitz on a good throw.
He dragged the blitz and he got rid of the ball very quickly. This is the kind of guy you love to have behind center. The kind of guy that won't get rattled when he feels a big rush coming.
Green, the lone setback. Pressure, throwing, and he makes the grab. That little pass underneath will give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, what I like about this quarterback is how much he'll hit the receivers in the numbers. He puts the ball where either his guy will catch it or no one will.
The defense on both sides dominant so far as the first quarter comes to an end. No score. The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. It's 1st and goal. 10th play of this drive. Far with a man in motion.
Got him, you got him. You ain't got nothing,
Receives the handoff. Touchdown, Green Bay. That guy just found some room and hit it right for the end zone.
Yeah, he was able to make some moves and make the defenders miss to get the yardage he needed.
They'll line up for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Just what they were looking for, John. Good play calling there. Key drive, touchdown.
Yeah, that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
Sharks will start the drive from the 25-yard line. Number 2. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that one.
3-yard gain on the play.
Surveying the field. Rolls out to his left. Great throw. The 40. And he'll take it out of bounds at the 49. That play was executed to perfection.
And when we were watching them in practice, they were running this play. That's almost one of those sandlot type of deals where you go long and I'll get it to you.
Hand off to the tailback. Breaks through. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline. With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime. Under pressure, looking downfield, scrambling around. He's going to run it, and he's ridden out at the 42-yard line. He brought it down and ran with it, John.
The quarterback felt some pressure coming from the outside. He decided to pull it down and run with it.
Hands it off. About a 1-yard loss.
Loss of 2 on the play.
From the gun.
4th and 3.
Drops back, looking for a receiver. Rolls left, trying to buy some time. They'll take off with the dive.
Watch. Now the key to this first down was the fact that the defense lost containment on the quarterback. He's out there running around, and that time it got him a first down.
Number 1 sees something in the defense. Number 2, stiff arm to the ground. So he picks up a couple of yards, but he's exhausted and heading for the sideline. 8 to go. The Packers come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. He's going for it all. It's caught. Touchdown, Sharks. He stepped up, made a terrific throw, and it went for the touchdown.
That's just great communication between the quarterback and his receiver.
Janikowski comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way, and he tacks on the extra point. They made the defense look inept on that drive there, chewing up more than half the field, taking more than 4 minutes, winding up with a touchdown.
You see the way those guys walked off the field, kind of had their heads down? The offense is just dominating them out there.
Flag down. The return team very happy about that kickoff.
They don't have to get hit, and they get great field position.
Give it all you got, man. Come on.
Closing in, throwing short to the right side. They're trying to get the fullback involved in the passing game.
And he's one of those guys who's a pretty good safety valve. He's got soft hands, and more importantly, he knows what to do with it when he gets it.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
Give it all you got.
Far sets up. Throwing on first down. Pressure coming, surveying the field. With the throw, he took what he was given, completing the pass.
Yeah, what you want to do as a receiver who's facing zone coverage is to break into the secondary, find a hole, settle down, and show the quarterback your numbers. That was a good job.
Bust his grill, D. Get at him, D. Bulldog under. D up.
Toss play to the left. Green couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Man in motion. Pressure with the pass. Drops the interception. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
He'll try to pin them inside the 10. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for. And this will be a touchback. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 20. Passing on 1st down. Under pressure, throwing. And the catch is made. The rush was on, but it's a nice game thanks to a nice throw.
That's a heck of a pass. He's got those big old defensive linemen flying right at him, and he showed great composure, making the right read and hitting his receiver.
Hand it off. He goes down at the 34. 1st and 10. Ball on their own 34. Number 1 gets set. Closing in. Stepping up with the throw. Incomplete pass.
Number 59 on the cover.
The backs are lined up in an I. Again with the run. Down he goes at the 37. Seven yards to go. Here's a look at the 3rd down success rate of each team.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep your drive going, you keep their defense on the field, and you keep your defense resting on the sideline.
Leckler is looking for a good punt here. Here's the kick. Sharks come out in a nickel package. Passing on 1st down. Comes once. This pass is incomplete.
One thing you want to prevent as the defense is letting the quarterback get into a rhythm, especially in a hurried situation. So they may try and throw a few things at him, like a blitz or a change of coverage, and see if he can adjust to it quickly.
Loose ball. The Packers recover. They're going to keep it moving here. They're heading straight to the line.
Come on, D up. Come on, D up.
Throwing on 1st down. Throwing. The pass is picked off.
I'll tell you, every time the playoffs roll around, we see some great defensive plays like that.
1st and 10. Number 2, the lone setback. He goes down at the 47. 4, maybe 5 yards on the counter.
On the play.
Green Bay comes out in their nickel package. Pressure coming. Rolls out to his left. With the throw, a little off target, but caught. Right on the mark there to move the chains.
And the thing is, the secondary looked a little on their heels on that one. They just couldn't converge on the ball in time, and now they get a whole new set of down.
Hands it off. Breaking through. Runs over the tackle. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline. Sharks line up in the shotgun. Dropping back, pressure, he surveys the field, scrambling. They'll run this one, room to run. He's at the 20. And they finally make the tackle at the 2. Quarterback showing great running ability on that play.
They got more than they'd hoped for on that play.
Set. Come on, D up.
Number 2. Touchdown, Sharks.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's up, and the extra point is good. That's 14 unanswered points.
These guys are really starting to get the momentum going in their favor.
He got all of that one. He'll choose to just down this one and start at the 20. So we have 1st and 10 here.
They'll start the drive.
Green. Back to the field. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Janikowski will be kicking off. He kicks it off. And there's a flag on the play. The return team very happy about that kickoff.
They don't have to get hit, and they get great field position.
Far with a man in motion. Hand it off. Green couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Under pressure, throws over to his right. Knocked down. 3rd down, upcoming after the incomplete pass. Far sets up, dropping back, gets rid of it, and he goes out of bounds at the 45.
Look here, he does 2 things perfectly on this play. 1, he watches the ball all the way into his hands to make the catch, and 2, he shows great awareness and gets both feet down in bounds. Hey, that's a nice looking play.
This will be his 2nd punt so far tonight. Here's the punt. He'll spot this one where it went out. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 16. They're going with a form of bunch formation. On the call, a yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play.
The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him. Number 1 sees something in the defense. He tried to pick his way through the middle, but there was no room.
Yeah, he was looking for a hole or a gap, but the defensive line sealed everything up.
It's third down, and they have a long way to go. Green Bay looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. He's looking with the throw. The catch was made out of bounds.
And the only call there that can really save you is a situation if the official determines that you would have come down in bounds, but a defender pushes you out while you're up in the air. And that clearly didn't happen there.
This will be his second punt of the game. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
There was no need to try and return that one. So he made the right decision there.
Closing in with the pass. Nice adjustment. And a pickup of about 2. They need 7. Farr sets up.
Let's go, come on!
Crosses it right. Loses the defender. A minimal gain there, and it looks like he's going to go to the sideline for at least a couple of plays. They'll go from the shotgun.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Eagle left! Get in there!
Pressure coming, passing to the left. He finds his man. Good job of bringing the pass in.
This guy can really move. He turns things up 2 or 3 notches when it really counts. That's the kind of thing you love to see as a coach. Guys who have that second and third gear.
Come out of the nickel. Hand it off. A lot of room to work with. The 40. Green did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
The backs are lined up in an I. Farr with a man in motion.
Is that all you got? Bulldog under. Tiger out.
Throwing on first down. Pressure, throwing. He can't complete that short pass, and it's second down. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Lock, set.
Green, under pressure, ducks it out of the way. Farr gunned the pass to his receiver.
This is an example of the quarterback trusting his arm. He just made a decision, and the ball was there in a blink of an eye.
Cowboy.
Drops back, he hands it off. And there's a flag on the play.
Holding on the offense.
He grabbed his jersey on that one.
Yeah, that guy was caught out of position, and he needed to slow him down somehow.
Take him out.
First and long. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Gets rid of it. Picked off.
Defenses always seem to take it up a notch this time of year, knowing that they could be home after this game if they don't make some plays. After that pick, it seems like they're ready to play a few more.
Gives the ball off. Play action. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Into the open. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. 2 yards to go. Number 2. Looks like he just made it past the mark. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down. They line up in the I formation.
On the 38-yard line.
Brunell sets up. Number 2. Number 2 with a nice run and picks up the first down.
It was well
first and 10 here. Passing on first down. Pressure coming. He's looking. Rolling right. Scramble. He just kept dropping back and dropping back.
I'm not sure what he was thinking on that one. He must have been waiting on the routes to develop. And before his receivers could get open, he got leveled for a big loss.
Number 1 from the shotgun. Short throw. And it's caught. Big opening. And he's ridden out at the 48-yard line. Made all the right moves on that play, but just didn't have the extra gear to pull away from the defense.
He put on the afterburner. He just couldn't shake his pursuers.
The Packers come out on a nickel package. For an option, Joe Johnson will start getting some extra attention now that he has 2 sacks.
They're going to have to start sliding the protection to his side if they want to keep him from getting the quarterback again.
Ferguson will go back to accept this punt. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
Hit him low. Get at it. Ain't got nothing.
Passing on first down. Pressure, throwing short to his left. He finds his man. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
They called it inadvertent.
You know, there's so many limbs flying and body parts moving around. You just tackle whatever you can and you grab anything that's moving. Sometimes you get a handful of mass.
Slips the tackle. Slips the tackle. Puts her on the ground. The fumble is scooped up. And he's tackled at the 25-yard line.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense.
He's always struggled to hold on to the ball in conditions like these.
Protecting the ball has to come before anything else, especially on days like this. Sure, you want to get as many yards as you can, but losing the ball because you didn't protect it can turn the game around very quickly.
Under pressure, throws it, and this pass is completed. This offense having no trouble moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is having a lot of trouble stopping it. They can't seem to key on what they're doing and put an end to this drive.
The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. Sharks come out on a nickel package.
41-yard line.
Back off, DBs. Here comes the heat.
Going to the air on first down. Closing in. Gets rid of it.
Watch this one again. He's trying to make the catch, and the defender comes in there and just unloads on him. But he's still able to hold on to it for a heck of a play.
So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Here come the heat.
Passing on first down. Pressure coming with the pass, and this pass is completed. Farr has been perfect on this drive.
Yeah, what happens, you get into a rhythm. The way this guy's throwing, he's going to stay in that rhythm until the defense knocks him out of it.
Drop back.
Again with the carry, stiff arm. Running back picks up about 7 yards.
7-yard line.
Second and maybe 3. Ball on the 24-yard line. The corners move up to play this one tight. Drops back. Throwing short to the right side. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Brown. Green made a terrific catch.
Practicing a play again and again makes it look easy when they run it in game situations.
Pressure, tossing it over the middle. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in the short bounds, can thread it in there against tight coverage, and he could put some air under it when he's trying something downfield.
Cowboys!
They give it to the halfback. He can't wrap him up. They'll mark it at the 7-yard line. He gets a couple of yards on the carry, but he looks fatigued and is headed for the sideline. He tucks it away. Davenport couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running plays. Sometimes they struggle a little with their consistency, but they always seem to be a big factor when the game's on the line.
With the pass, touchdown, Packers. Quick connection for the score.
And that's a deal where the quarterback saw his opportunity and he wasn't going to let it get away. He threw it in there in a hurry.
The kicker lines up for the point after. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. And obviously they're happy with that drive, especially since they ended it with a touchdown.
They really were effective in what they were doing. When you can eat up that much time and drive the ball that far down the field and end up with 6 points, it's really disheartening to the defense.
The 30. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. The defense will try to force them to punt again as they did the last time the offense had the ball. Number 2, the lone back. 4-yard gain there.
On the run, gain of 4 on the play.
Drops back, under pressure, gets the pass off. Good throw. Number 1 continues to pass effectively and has now thrown for over 200 yards. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 48. With the carry, slips the tackle. Can't bring him down. So he picks up a couple of yards, but he's exhausted and headed for the sideline. Green Bay looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. He surveys the field with the throw. Big opening. Good connection there.
This guy can make all the catches. He'll dig for the ones in the dirt. He's not afraid to go across the middle. And he has a knack for getting open when there's a lot of traffic around him.
5th play of this drive. Henry loses the defender. Breaks free. The defense just couldn't wrap him up.
You know, the back did a heck of a job of running with some power. And that power allowed him to get a first down.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. You got it!
Number 1 gets set. Passing on 1st down. Rosen jumps up and comes down with it. Another catch to his total. That's 7 now in the game. 2nd and long coming up here. Ball on the 31-yard line. The Packers come out on a nickel package. Sharks using motion. Dropping back, gets rid of it, into the open field, and it's complete.
84 makes the reception. Gain of 14 on the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Here come the heat. Set.
Again, he'll get the call. Just about a 3-yard gain
On
there.
the carry. 3-yard gain on the play.
And they find themselves in scoring range.
Set. Got all you got.
They'll get it again. Number 2 was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
2 minutes to go. Sharks line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on 3rd down so far. Surveying the field. Buying time, closing in. Gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. So as the game winds down, we'll see the place kicker. Sebastian Janikowski will attempt this one from 32 yards away. And it's on its way through the uprights and good. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
He sends it off. And there's a flag on the play. The return team will head back to the sideline.
Yeah, the return team loves it when that happens. The quarterback's going to be the guy making this thing happen. He should realize that there's still a lot of time left, knowing it's only a field goal they need. As long as he can move them down the field quickly and avoid 3rd and long, they'll have a chance to at least tie this thing.
Holding on the offense.
Flanagan is called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it.
The Packers line up in the shotgun.
1st and 1. Ball on the 30-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Goes over the middle. Farr seems to put every throw right on the numbers.
I'll tell you, of all the quarterbacks in the league, he might be the most accurate. It seems like just about every throw is a good one. He's not the kind of guy who's going to throw a lot of balls into coverage either.
The incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Pressure coming with the pass. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
Pressure, throws it. This pass is incomplete. This one is just about in the books. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Number 2, the Packers call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Number 1 sets up.
Let's go, come on.
He sees something in the defense. Good play in the backfield. Loss of around 2. And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Gets the pass off, hits him in stride. The 20, big-time play by number 11.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy. The coach has to be a little disappointed that his team has to settle for field goals when they move the ball into their opponent's red zone.
That's the end of the game. The final score is the 018, 17, Green Bay 14.
This concludes another EA Sports presentation. For John Madden and Melissa Stark, this is Al Michaels saying so long. Here's the winner of the Horse Trailer Award.